I'm sure you're wondering, why is she in her bonnet? I'm just in that mood this week, I beg. Hi guys, welcome back to Laurasboxx. Henceforth, we'll be having the Big Brother recap once every week. Once a week. No more, no more, no more, no less in watching the show. But I want us to do it once a week. I don't want it to be very all over the place. Then I also got feedback from some people telling me, okay, Laura, you've been getting low views because the video is actually long. Nigerians or people who watch do no longer have the time for long videos. The last time we ended the last video was the Saturday after the task. So of course they had their party. So Chizoba and Onyeka had like a quarrel over task, and that thing just, you could see the mood in the party. Like Chizoba was really not herself. They barely spoke. Then the issue continued till the next day. Then there was time for diary sessions, and the most profound diary session we had that Sunday was that between Chizoba and Onyeka, where they were talking, and Onyeka was just talking. And Big Brother was like, you know what, Onyeka, you need to listen to your sister. You need to listen to what she has to say. And Chizoba cried. So obviously, we already know that Chizoba is like the, for lack of a better word, the weaker sister. And I tweeted something the other day. I said, Onyeka just comes across as somebody who wants to win. So she doesn't have time for smith. She just wants, I just want to win. Like, I need to win. I need to be out of here. But in life, you need to just give people space. Allow them fail. Allow them learn. Allow them do whatever it is they would want to do. People that sorted out the issue, and it was good to watch. I know the truth is, contrary to what we think, where we think siblings have this perfect relationship, that's not true. Siblings actually quarrel. We have homes that it's a battle. It's like a war zone, Ogbawere, like Madman House, Fuji House of Commotion. So that wasn't surprising, but I just really hope they walk through it. Then ending it was time for eviction. So the truth, I actually didn't watch the eviction show. Like, you guys saw the last video I posted. I went out to have dinner because just like, I beg, I've had a stressful week. I needed to go out. So I went out to have dinner, but I was following it online. All the questions Ebuka asked. Ebuka asked Rhutee about the comments she made about Wanni. Ebuka asked Chinwe about the, he said, you sounded like you're sponsoring Zion. And for me, I was like, why didn't Ebuka just see the truth? Like, not like say the truth, verbatim, word for word, what Chinwe said. Because Chinwe was acting very oblivious, almost like she had amnesia. And I'm like, girl, you're a pretty young girl. Why are you acting like you don't know what you talk, or you don't remember what you talk? And she sort of gave a political answer. Left to me, she lied. She lied. She didn't say the truth. And that one passed. Anyway, it was time for the custodian thing, and the guys had to evict on the spot, and they evicted Ndine. I don't even know if I was sad. For me, I felt like they were not giving much, but I also felt like if they had more time, they had more to give, but they left the house. Then shortly, Rhutee, we just saw the camera where Rhutee was like confronting Wanni and Andy, and she's like, if you mention my name again, and those girls just started Rhutee, 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 with proper synchronization. I don't know how those. I don't know. I feel like, so I don't have twins, and nobody has been able to give me a proper answer. Is this how twins behave? But what I think is, I feel like as they grew, they learned to just act the same way. These girls walk alike. I feel like they probably just, you know what, I want to walk like my sister. I want to talk like my sister. Their synchronization is so, I don't know. They're so in tune. That Rhutee almost finished me. I woke up the next morning, I was just like, Rhutee. I slept like 4 a.m. I was just like, Rhutee. And I went on Instagram and I saw this particular comment. I think somebody went to school with them. And I saw this particular comment, like, I'm not even surprised. I can just imagine the nonsense those girls did while they were in school. And it was time for the custodian challenge. Anyway, Annie Wandy won the custodian challenge. So on Sunday, they have the power to, I don't know, whatever it is. I feel like that particular box has alternate. Maybe take out alternate. Now, this is what I think. I feel like that box have the alternate thing because it's SEA, save, evict, and I think that last one is alternate. And if I'm right, I feel like this is what's going to look like. So the bottom four, they probably have the power to take a particular housemate and another housemate, join them together, save them, and evict the other one. That's what I think. I honestly may be wrong, but I feel like that would make for good television. Next day was Monday. Of course, Monday is about HOH. Nelita won HOH with like proper margin. 8 pairs or 6 pairs voted for them. And surprisingly, it was time to choose who they were going to take to the condo. And they chose checkers. And their partners were not happy. Suj and Tofa went to meet Mbadiwe. Those ones have turned themselves to the older brothers in the house. Anita is actually a very chilled chick. Nelly still went to meet Suj. I'm sorry. I was just trying to protect myself. I didn't want temptation. I felt like she was just capping. After a while, she started crying. For me, I just felt like she was acting. She's a good actress. And I honestly hail her because, some manipulative attitudes you have to put up for your man. If they no agree hear word, you go burst into tears. So I felt like that was what she was doing. Anyway, they sorted out that particular problem, and everything was good in the, what do we call them now? I think they call them Soli and Tunita, but I feel like because they are pairs and they're dating each other, I feel like they should have a name. What should we call them now? Aces and Nelita, Acelita, Nelasis, Nelsis, whatever. In fact, this week was their week because the girls won HOH. It was time for the mini challenge later that night, and they won the mini challenge again. Then the next day or 2 days later was Anita's birthday. In fact, it was their week to shine. Now, apart from that, I would like to touch up on several subjects now. I'd like to go for Mickey. Mickey is a deluded human being. I don't know if I should call him deluded or a liar. The guy just says things that, of course, Mickey is very crude, is not refined, is crass. But come on. And it just comes, me, and they like me, and this says she like me, Rhutee this, Rhutee that. It just keeps yarning cap every other day. I actually used to like him a lot. But every week I tell you guys, those that are at the bottom, those that are up, and those that have gone up. The bottom for me, he has never gone up. He's still TJ. From day one till now, TJ is still bottom. But Mickey has joined in there. I just don't understand that guy at all. The guy is always lying. There's always just one thing. I feel like it's the Pro Max version of Rhutee. This person likes me. This person wants to do this. This person is just chats a lot of shit. I'm so sorry for my words, but that's just what it is. Then last week was night shifts for the O2 shippers, the Onyeka and Ozzy. So all of a sudden, these guys are really into themselves. In fact, this particular week was their week. Me, I didn't sleep. I think there was even a particular day that I didn't sleep for like 3 days. And the next day, I properly broke down. I broke down. I was having cognitive issues rather. I was on this bed and I didn't know what was happening. I didn't know what was happening. My housekeeper would come in to talk to me. And I'm like, what are you saying? What are you saying? Sleep is very essential. And these guys deprived me of sleep. At the end of the day, they did not kiss. Just laughing and holding and doing nonsense. Nobody wants to take initiative. Onyeka is just so hard on herself. She's just, I don't know. I understand Onyeka because I'm not that strong. If not me, I'd have leaned in to kiss the guy a long time ago. But Onyeka is actually very mentally strong. She don't want to lose guard. OC too. I think OC loves to be chased. That's the truth. I honestly feel like he loves to be chased. And if that is what it is, I'm happy that Onyeka is actually treating him that way. Because why are you stressing me? Why is it so hard for you guys to just give us small tutorial. No, you've built it up. They've been building this relationship, and anyway, let's see what the next week will be. That's if they don't leave the house this weekend. And it was just like, it was refreshing to watch. I enjoyed watching them. Just every night, my head is just, it's time for Onyeka and Ozzy. It's time for Onyeka and Ozzy. And that's how I like my relationships, where you build it. I don't like all those sharp things. Just build it. And if you know there's a connection, they explore it. So that is for Onyeka and Ozzy. Now, I love the Mbadiwe twins, but I cannot lie to you guys that those guys talk too much. Like, how do you talk around the clock? Those guys actually do speak too much. Honestly, advice. See, I don't have a problem with advice, but there should be a time when you just though their talks are not malicious, so but come on, sometimes just listen, because it's put them into a lot of trouble and disrespect where people are talking to them anyhow. Sometimes just shut up. Like, you don't have to say everything. You don't have to respond. You don't have to act like you're mature. You don't have to prove anything. Just keep your mouth shut, because the disrespect they've been getting, I don't like it. And I will not lie to you that is afawafa, what you call to yourself. On Monday or one of the days here, Ozzy just lashed out at Onyeka. Onyeka, you want to be everywhere. You just talk everywhere. You want to be this. Sometimes calm down. Like, it was so hard on her. I understand that somebody had to say that to Onyeka, because Onyeka is everywhere. Even though I was already getting tired. Like, must you be everywhere? Must you talk? I was happy he did that, but the guy is now like, he talks more than Onyeka right now. Onyeka has even, no, don't calm down. And me, I'm even happy that he was able to do that, because I needed that girl to calm down. Because if you're everywhere, if you don't set boundaries, you would attract disrespect to yourself. So I was happy he did that, even though I felt like he could have done that quietly, for somebody you like. But I know he was even jealous because of Femi. Because after I saw Onyeka and Femi, I don't know what they were doing. The guy, everybody just falling for body, was just acting up to Onyeka. Then there was one time he was having an argument with Femi. Nelly interrupted, and he had a fight with. I had an argument with Nelly, where Nelly actually insulted him, and the next thing he told Nelly, "Is it because you're HOH?" And Nelly was like, "Hey, that Nelly na local babe. Oh, they paying you at B, you won't be HOH." And Nelly finished him. The thing really got to me, like me. My own body does not like disrespect. So I watch what I say, so that when you bring disrespect my way, I can handle you square. And that's happened. The twin boys also had an issue with Femi. So Femi was making, of course, we all know Femi talks anyhow, makes a lot of stupid sexual jokes. I think he was making sexual jokes, talking about how him and Mickey would probably open up, according to what they were describing, open up something Chizoba, and the boys now said, "Oh, maybe you bring your sister, let's do that." And Femi got upset, went upstairs. "I don't mind getting a strike. I don't mind." The Mbadiwe twins, Ozzy and Ozzy, he shout, go inside. He shouts, go outside. He shouts, come out. At the end of the day, I thought he was going to fight, because I didn't mind getting a strike. He came down, and you are my bro. I just don't like the way you call my sister. The guy is such a coward. Like, I've never seen anything like that before. So, all this disrespect that was coming, I just felt like there was no need. There was also a day. Okay, so I'll come back to that. So I just honestly feel like there is no need for the disrespect. And it comes when you talk too much. You need to be able to, you gave the advice to your baby girl. You said, take the advice now. You can't be talking you can't. Now pass. Sometimes chill. Like, that's like, as you just have to chill and observe your environment. That's what I think about the Mbadiwe twins. But they're still my boys. Like I said, when they came on this show, I wanted to be a hater because of public perception and every other thing. But I really honestly do like them. I don't think they are malicious. I feel like they're really cool guys. They introspect. They tell themselves the truth. They advise. I think they see themselves as older brothers. And I think there's something about that. I feel like they have these cultural values. So it's almost like they seek respect. And that's how I am. See, let me tell you how the kind of person I am. I have a lot of younger friends that I call my aburos, that I honestly love, and they know. And I love them so much because apart from them being amazing, it's also the fact that they understand that I'm not their mates, and they give me that respect. I don't know how people behave, but you can say respect don't matter. For me, respect matters. I cannot tolerate disrespect. Like the way those ladies, I call them aburos, the way they just seem like some older sister. But the difference is that I don't over advise. I know when to speak. I know when to listen to them. And so I say that cultural thing. That's, of course, I'm older. And that's how I see it. I see, for me, who senior you, senior you. Who big pass you. You cannot change it. And that's how it is for me with how I see the Mbadiwe boys. They like the respect thing. But sometimes too, you have to chill to get that respect. Like if I'm older than you with years way plenty, and you're calling me Laura. I mean, not talk to you again. Why are you calling me Laura? I don't even call people that are older than me with 2, 3, 4 years their name. I call them sis or something. So I think I get. I'm not saying I'm not saying they should call them uncle, but I understand that part where they want to be, where they just see themselves as elders in the house and they want to be respected. But I also feel like with small children of these days, you need to also know how you face them and carry yourself. So that is it. Then Chinwe and Nelly. So just one of the nights, the same night where that family issue happened, just on Chinwe, who stole my gold, the audacity. I kept a 24 karat gold in this place and it was taken and they kept metal. How do you keep metals in valuables? Chinwe, champagne mommy, when Chinwe wants to puff, she go puff and she will hop. My gold, 2015, mentioned the 24 karat, I'm like, well done. And apparently, I think Suj came and was like, oh, Nelly saw the thing in the jewelry pouch in her laundry bag. Nini, you don't see farm. They stole my gold. Nini, thief. I was even saying thank God Nelly was asleep. Apparently she wasn't asleep, but I think she just tried to ignore Chinwe. Because if she did ignore Chinwe, it'll be small fight for happen that day. Nelly called her fat, ugly, shameless, something fat, ugly girl. Even called her Bini Agbero. That one on that I said, respect yourself, Nelly. Which one is Bini Agbero? They should fight. There's no need to doing all these things in fights. There's no big deal. And I feel like what's holding Chinwe down is that custodian thing. People that should remove the custodian. Let us see those that want to fight. It's just as simple as ABC. You want to quarrel, and stop wasting our time. Please. 3 weeks now, all this internalizing insults, there's absolutely no need for it. Then it was time, they were practicing for HOH. This week was mental health. You don't enter the kitchen until there's a buzzer. They had exercises all through, where once the music comes on, you have to jump. That was fun to see. Anyway, it was time for their challenge, their wager presentation. And they did really well. But Big Brother was on his period though. You have disregarded Big Brother, your tardiness, your this, your that. You have failed your wager. I felt like it was so harsh. But the honest truth is, those guys, they really I felt like 3 weeks, Big Brother have been very lenient with them, extremely lenient with them. So anyway, they failed their wager. They came into the house and Ben was like, I want to give a speech. All of us, we need to mic infringement, blah, blah, blah. While he finished talking, Nelly was talking. Can you imagine? Blaming, basically, she was throwing blames. And it was Chinwe that had the blame. She won't come out. Some people go, they sleep. They go enter kitchen. They go do this. They go do that. And to be honest, to be fair to Nelly, and to be fair to Chinwe, because I know that there was a diary session that Chinwe had with Biggie, where she cried, she accused Ebuka of lying. Ebuka wants to destroy a relationship. Ebuka lied. Bottom first shook Chinwe. Chinwe cried. She cried. And she complained about not feeling well. She's having pains. She doesn't know what's wrong with her. And somehow during the week, she remembered that she had not seen her period. She says she feels nauseous. Her pee has changed. And she's actually worried. We're probably expecting a grandchild. I'm a Chinwe lover, so I'm probably expecting a new baby. So maybe that was what made Chinwe kind of like a desical this week. Because this week she was just practically sleeping. Make me no lie. She was practically sleeping. And I honestly feel like people that should do tests in case she's pregnant, so that they can take her out of the house this week and leave the other housemates in the house for us. So after that, the next thing, people that just called Ben for mic infringement. Then Ben went upstairs and I think Ozzy was like, now you just talk now, you don't lose guard. Ben came out, was shouting, was fighting. Next thing he went upstairs again and we saw when he was insulting Ozzy, you will not respect your age. Ozzy was like, what do you mean respect my age? Anyway, it's age. You people, your English. he age shamed Ozzy, not Ozzy, Ozzy. And I felt like that was ridiculous. For the first time in the house, the entire house agreed that Ben took things too far. And you know, Ben and Chizoba, they are in a relationship. I don't know what kind of relationship that is. Chizoba is doing bestie with OC. Of course, Ozzy and Onyeka are budding relationship incoming. And Chizoba was in the middle and she went to meet Ben that you overreacted, you this, you that, them talking. Actually heard that Ben prostrated to tell them sorry. That guy actually acts like a drunkard. I don't know what's wrong with Ben. I still like him. I honestly do like him, but the guy's head, there's just something not okay with them. Now let's talk about Chizoba. Chizoba and Ben, Chizoba and OC. So there's this thing where OC and Chizoba are really close. They call themselves besties. And I honestly feel like if OC wasn't expecting a baby, not even in a relationship, they would have dated. They are very fond of each other. And I also feel like if they continue like this and this show get to the end of the show, they feel lose guard. That's my honest opinion about those two. Baby or not, they feel lose guard. That's what I think. Then Ben and Chizoba. I like Ben, but I don't like Ben for anybody for relationship, to be honest. There's just something very unsettling about the guy. The way he even talks about Chizoba, he's never hands-on, he's never helpful, he doesn't help her to do anything. Can you imagine Ben telling Chizoba to go and drop his plates? Like Chizoba will give him food and go and drop plates. Like the audacity. Like from where to where. And is Chizoba not older than Ben? Like that relationship irritates me. And whenever Chizoba is always talking about Onyeka, she's always advising Onyeka that you know what, Ozzy is in a relationship. I don't think you should get involved. Wait till you're out of the house so you don't get involved. I'm like, you're advising you about Ozzy. You don't see yourself. You don't see your own relationship what they do with Ben. It's just not appealing. Because Chizoba is actually a very cool, calm, nurturing, sweet girl. But then again, let's not lie. People like her, they always end up with nonsense men that will take advantage of them. That don't know. No men like wickedness. When you are nurturing and sweet to them, they'll just take you for granted. So I honestly understand where that is coming from. Like I told you guys, the other relationships, Aces and Nelita, that relationship is moving. It's moving. In fact, they had plans for the girls, take them on a date. Like it's actually really moving well. Rhutee and Mayo. In fact, I don't know what to say about those two. But they've been sharing a bed, they've been kissing, they've been is it snog? Love Island lingo. Snogging or hugging and everything. But they had a game where they asked Mayo, name your top three babes in the house. They mentioned Rhutee, Nelly, and Andy, and Ruthee's face changed. She was talking about how can Mayo, like, she's not even angry about about Nelly, because she's aware, but she's upset about Mayo calling Handy because Mayo is aware that those girls called her tasteless. And I'm like, Rhutee, if they called you tasteless, why are you, for you to think they are referring to Mayo, it's also because you see him as tasteless. Because if you don't see him as tasteless, why are you upset? Tasteless could mean that you don't know how to dress. Tasteless could mean that you don't know how to package yourself, or your wigs are not nice. Why are you linking that tasteless to Mayo? I honestly feel that she sees me, because the other day she was saying that because Mayo doesn't speak Fune like Such, and she don't even rate the guy. Let's start with that. Anyway, all of a sudden on Friday night, saw Sean telling his girlfriends, "Oh, you girls are calculative, blah blah blah." He walked away. He walked towards Mayo and was telling Mayo, "I knew it was planned." The next thing we were hearing was that they were playing Jenga and the wood fell, and the next thing Wanni told Andy, yeah, give it 10 seconds to kiss Mayo. And they said Mayo could not think. Immediately, Handy jumped on him and kissed him, basically alleging sexual assault. And I'm like, sexual assault is a serious offense. If that is what it is, Big Brother needs to show us the tape. We need to know what we're dealing with. We didn't watch what happened, so we all have our different opinions and takes, and sometimes bias based on who we like. So, but we need to see that video. And I see, this is for Big Brother. When issues happen in the house, I really don't think they should wait till Sunday to address it. That's if they're going to address it. Address it fast. Somebody cannot misbehave, and you're rewarding them with task, food, and Saturday night party. It just doesn't make sense. I feel like if somebody does something wrong, you address it immediately instead of waiting. There's no need to wait. Then Anyway, Mayor went and called Ruth and said, I have something to tell you. And he was shaking. And so I was playing a game. Then now I was like, does Bewolele? Like, why are you shaking? Like, talk. Like, I really don't understand what's going to happen. I just want to wait till that video is played. Then I would have like a proper opinion on that. And that's basically a run through of what happened this week. You guys tell me. I just want to know your own opinion about the show so far. Do you think the show is going well? I think it's going well. I don't think it's bad. Though we've not had chaos, but I think the show has really gone well. You know, the housemates are okay. I just feel like people need to tweak a bit. Like, for instance, the task they have, work the same pairs. Like, can you just change the pairs? I'm tired of this pairing thing. I'm just honestly tired. I'm tired. Change it. Let them compete against each other. I also want to see the dynamics within siblings, friends, boyfriends. Just do something. Do something interesting. I feel like they've brought really good housemates. But if you do not know how to utilize your housemate with your content, then there's a problem. That's what I honestly think. So, guys, this is it. Who went up my radar this week? To be honest, I don't know who went up my radar. You know, I don't like Onyeka and Chizoba's quarrel over task. I'm not about to speak on that issue today. I will speak on it my next Big Brother recap. I have some things to say about it, but I will delve on it. Or maybe I'll just do a post about it, like a post separately. And I think I want a guest with me. I want somebody to be with me while I'm discussing that. I will do that separately. I feel like it's going to just be a standalone post. I'll probably just use them as a case study. But obviously, there is an underlying issue. If you like, you come here and abuse me, and you get your mouth. If you're watching me and you would like to share your story on, maybe siblings squabbles or rivalry, send me a mail. It's laurasboxx@gmail.com. Let's discuss it. So, if you've been following this blog, I also have a segment on this page called Dear Laura, where we talk about, real life stories. Even on Instagram, I have a page dedicated to real life stories. I have gotten some stories, but I have not posted because I don't know how. It's an anonymous page and it's really, they are deep stories, but we'll see how we'd walk through all those ones very soon. So guys, thanks for watching. God bless you. Have a wonderful week and see you soon.